right, you're live.
Good morning, everyone. This is the Vermont House Committee on Commerce and Economic Development. It's Tuesday, February 10th, 2026 at 9:05 in the morning. So we're beginning our week with JRS 37, which has been adopted by the Senate. Resolution, joint resolution dealing with issues in the Olympics. And we have Lieutenant Governor Rogers with us this morning to kind of give us an idea of why we have this resolution, why it came to us. So Lieutenant Governor, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. John Rogers, Lieutenant Governor. This was brought to our attention by an athlete, Tara Garrity Moats, who I didn't even know previously lives, as the crow flies, only a few miles from my house. So she's a local Kingdom girl that is a world-class athlete, and brought it to our attention that there are still sports where there is not gender parity. And we believe in myself and my chief of staff both believe strongly in equality for men and women. And I cannot believe at this point that the Olympics doesn't recognize that. And so we, working with Tara, have put this together, working with Mike Chernick, got the resolution together, and then asked Senator Morley and Senator Baruth to sponsor it so that it would be bipartisan. As you will hear from the chair of the Senate Economic Development Committee soon, I think it passed through with little controversy and in broad support. It passed the Senate floor unanimously. And I believe that it would be hard to argue that if men are able to compete in an Olympic sport, there should be an equal chance for women to compete. My hope is that we can pass this quickly through the full legislature, get it to the governor's desk so that we can actually have a press conference after the Olympics is over and all our athletes are home. And my intention is to send it out through the Lieutenant Governors Associations that I'm part of and try to get other states to adopt it as well, so that we can put pressure on the IOC to make true gender equality. That's it.
Questions for Lieutenant Governor?
Yeah, quick question. So I saw in the resolution specifically you mentioned the Nordic combined,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is Nordic plus jumping. Right?
It's yes, cross-country skiing combined with jumping,
Yep.
which
And
is
there's a men's and not a
which
women's.
is a men's competition, and the women do not get that opportunity. Yeah, and I don't know if there are other sports that are similar. I'm kind of assuming if there's that one, there probably are still others, but we think there should just be parity.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Here's my
The
friend
passing of the
Allison.
baton.
Bill, you
Madam Chair.
Two former House members. Two of us, but not in my class. I think.
Incoming.
Hi. I didn't even have a chance. Okay, this is how much I cared about being on time. I did not even stop in at my committee to check in with Kiara. Good morning, everybody. It's so good to see you and to begin the week with you.
Too lucky.
I am. I think we are lucky.
Yeah.
Good morning, Allison Clarkson, Chair of Senate Economic Development, Housing and General Affairs. And this resolution came to us actually without reference to Vermont athletes and without asking for future parity. So yes, this is the Nordic combined was the reason this came to us. We wanted to get it out before the Olympics started, and we managed to do just that and get it through the Senate on Wednesday last week because John Morley was leaving for a bit. So it asked for parity just on Nordic combined. We added Vermont, a whereas lauding our Vermont athletes who've gone to the Olympics and asking for future parity for any new sport that is introduced to the Olympics, that we would have gender parity. And that is really the sum total of this bill. asking for gender parity going forward in all competitions and honoring those who represent Vermont in the Olympics and have in the past. So it's very straightforward. We really hope that we can get this done, as John said, before the while the Olympics are happening. I mean, man, they are exciting. It's so much fun. I mean, we have had a ball watching them all weekend. So anyway, that is what we bring to you.
Questions for the chair? Any issues that came up in front of your committee on this?
Only those two, that we didn't include Vermonters and we didn't ask for gender parity going forward. So that's, that was our modest addition. And it passed in our committee 401. We had a person absent, and the Senate passed it unanimously. I mean, it's, not exactly a controversial one.
I don't see any reason why we would have a conference committee on this, but.
We could come up with an excuse for one. Why not? Anyway, I wish you luck as you discuss it. Thank you very much for taking it up in such a timely fashion. And I hope you have a rocking week.
You too. Thank you.
Are we having lunch on Thursday, maybe? Maybe? Or a check-in anyway,
We
maybe?
should have a check-in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this your new committee assist?
Sadly, no. We don't. He fills in on Tuesdays. but-
Thank you for filling in.
Yes.
And Kara and I are going to go back downstairs, if that's okay with you.
Sure.
Thank you. We look forward to seeing you all. Have a great day. And now you have an athletic person. I'm going to pass the torch to Molly. Have fun. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And ciao.
Wonderful day.
Yes. Ciao. We're in Italy now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Is that where the conference committee would have to be?
Oh,
Well, I know how to call
Morning.
good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Sure. I missed all of that,
Well,
so
that's okay. We haven't actually walked through the resolution yet with Michael, but I was told the lieutenant governor was gonna be late, and then he showed up 5 minutes later. So we'll continue on, and we'll hear from Michael at 9:30. But if you could just give us your perspective as, speaking ahead of the Ski Association for the state of Vermont, this has a lot to do with skiing functions at the Olympics, so.
yes. So I am not an expert on this, but I did some research on it. And yes, it is the only Olympic discipline that lacks gender parity. And women began competing in Nordic skiing back in 1952 at the Olympics, and in ski jumping in 2014. And the first women's Nordic combined FIS World Cup was in the season of 2020 and 2021. So they were really trying to show the depth of the field and grow the competitors, and then also grow an audience. And as I understand it, that is what the IOC, that was their reasoning for not bringing in the women's sport, is because they, I guess, determined that they did not have the depth of the field and the audience, which I don't know how they measure audience, but and in fact, the men's sport as well, they're going to be making a determination after these games whether they will be continuing with the men's Nordic combined as well, for the same reasons. So, given that, I think that it makes sense to show support for the women at this time, and hope that the sport will stay in the Olympics going forward. Excuse me.
Any questions?
So yeah, I'm happy to try to
This
answer.
is something that the Ski Association supports.
Yes, absolutely.
Questions from all? Molly, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Sure.
Yeah, so, sorry about that. Thanks very much. So what's the mindset? I mean, I guess I get sport, depth and all that sort of stuff, but what's the mindset of the Olympic Committee in, saying, well, we're gonna have men's combined, but not women? I mean, what's the mindset there?
Well, I cannot answer the crux of the issue. If they're going to have men compete in the sport, they should also open it up to women. So they need to determine, if they are going to introduce new sports, there should be gender parity. And, why they didn't, if they were going to continue with the men in Nordic combined, you would think that they would have allowed women to compete this time. So, but yeah, I can't speak to, what they were thinking, but other than, they said that, those were the reasons that they gave for it. But again, if you're going to open up a sport for Olympic competition, you should have men and women competing.
Thanks a lot.
Sure.
Anything else for Molly? Hey, Molly, thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
I think we can go off live now. We'll be back on it.